Good morning, LBHT crew. Good morning, Rogue Nation. I just thought about that. I just thought of that. That's what Rogue Nation.
That's what's up. Rogue
All right.
Nation. Let's
Yes,
get it
yes.
popping.
Shout out to y'all if you're watching on the Lunch Break Hot Take channel, if you're watching on the Road Pod channel. This is a morning collab that we are kind of just testing out. All right. I did a little pop-up stream yesterday. I said, hey, let me see if Hendo wants to get in on this. He said, sure. It works with the schedule. We're testing things out. So don't be expecting it. Don't expect these things, okay? Just be grateful when they happen. All right. Who we got in here? We have Sean Cole. He was first on your stream. Appreciate you, Sean. Bazel was first on my stream. Appreciate you, Bazel. Grails only says, oh, hell no. Nah. What happened when I was asleep? Man, just these things happen well before you were before you thought about it. We were talking about this a while back.
Facts.
We finally just decided, all right, let's do this. He said it's Hendo in the morning. Thanks for coming through, Ty.
Appreciate it.
Who else we got in here? Coach Evans, what's going on? Just great morning. Indeed. Jay's keeping count of our streams. He's at number 205.
That's all I got to do is 5? I'm cool with that.
Hold on a second. What happened? Okay. We got Showcase in the house. Salute Showcase. We're going to go fast. Because we try to make this 15 minutes or less. Who else we got in here? Michael Akins says, good morning, guys. Thanks for being on. Hey, thanks for coming through. We got Urban in the house. What's up, Urban?
What's up, bro?
Appreciate you. We got Prodigy and Havoc from Mob Deep. What? Says, good morning. What up, fellas?
Halfway crooks.
Hey, there you go. Showcase says Ravens. Why? I know. We got AJ Johnson Jr. says, I like it. I like you being here, AJ.
Facts. Early in the morning. You can be somewhere else.
And look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Starting out with a super chat. Good morning. It says EDC equals Eric didn't cook. I like that. Going back to hoarding his precious draft picks while you have a generational QB ready to win. Can get him a great O-line and Justin Jefferson level talent. They don't care about Lamar Jackson. Shaking my head. I can't say it any better. See Iron Addicts in the house. We're going to come back to that, Dapper Dons. What's going on? Thanks for coming through. Slim Smith, salute. There's a lot of people in here. Okay, there's a lot of people in here. That's what I'm talking about. Ja Wayne in the house. Alfonso in the house. Salute. Who else? D-Weezy in the house. Salute. And Troy's in the house. Thanks for coming through, Troy. Game too easy, and you got a super chat as well, my friend. Salute to Sean Cole. Says EDC selling nothing burgers. Yeah. 100%. Speaking of burgers, we got the chef in the house. What's up, chef? Good morning. Good morning. Just Al's up early. Well, he goes to bed early, so he gets up early. Yeah. It says EDC taking the mystery box over the boat. Just Al's like, man, finally.
Somewhere I can stay till the end. I love it.
All right, look. Trade deadline has come and gone. A lot of trades happen around the league, but not a whole lot going on with the Ravens. All right. We traded away Jair Alexander. We traded for Alohi Gilman a couple weeks back. And we just traded for Draymond Jones. I know you did a live stream with Yolanda yesterday. I did a live stream early in the morning, but just let's just recap. Like, how do you feel about these moves?
Let's see. Let's start off with the Odafe Owe trade. 5 games, 0 sacks. Just like all the previous Ravens in the past, once they leave, they flourish. So it's telling me it's not the players, it's the system. I don't know if we can give EDC a lot of credit on that because he's not drafting people that fit this team and fit this regime. Alohi, another safety. I don't know why we just keep collecting safeties because they say that we need this to bring the potential to bring the best out of Kyle Hamilton. And I said in the stream before, if this were the case, if we need a generational talent that a lot of Ravens fans think, then we have to bring in guys to put them in position to win. Why didn't we just draft a blue chip edge or blue chip linebacker and get a third round safety, just like Detroit did when they got Kirby Joseph, who led the league in interceptions? Then they went out and got a Brian Branch. So these are 2 first round safeties that are the best in the league. But we have a guy who is very talented. I'm not taking nothing away from Kyle Hamilton, but he needs to be put in a position and play in a specific space for him to be truly effective. We could have got somebody else to do that. Then, the other moves, they're just reactionary to me. It's reactionary. We get Draymond Jones to kind of quiet and appease the Ravens flock, because EDC knew he wasn't doing anything prevalent when it came to this trade deadline. He wasn't giving up any draft picks. He wasn't giving up money. We traded Odafe. We saved like a couple mil. We traded Jair. We saved $2 million. We're $14 million under the cap, and we have the space. We have the draft capital, but yet and still, we're not giving up anything to get somebody to bring in and make an impact on his team. Talking to Bryant yesterday, he said the Jones trade was a trade you could have made during any point of the season. That's not a trade deadline type of move. So to me, it's all smoke and mirrors just to say, Ravens flock, I did something, continue to buy tickets, continue to buy jerseys, come out to the game. So we're making strides. And because we're going on this run versus these porous teams, we're going to look a lot better than we really are, just like last season after week 10, when this defense started playing passing teams that really couldn't pass the ball. Oh, this defense is cooking. We're number 1 across the board in every statistical category. But in fact, what it was we were playing teams that really couldn't play up to the level of the teams that we played in the first 6 weeks. Because when we played those division leaders and those playoff teams, we saw how we looked. We saw exactly what we are. And Bill Parcells said it best. You are what your record says you are. And right now we are below 500.
Facts. And we got another super chat from JT. Salute. Says John and EDC are 2 cheeks of the same butt. You got to make room for Steve Ashadi as well on there. And we got another super chat from Yolanda. Salute. What's going on, Yolanda? Says, I'm loving the morning live streams. Thank you. Thank you, Yolanda. Appreciate you. Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. Like, Alohi Gilman, solid player. He forced a fumble in that Miami game. Everybody's hyped about that. They're like, see, the trade's paying dividends. Draymond Jones, no doubt, is going to come in here and make some tackles and some key plays for us. I think he's a good player, a good solid to good player, I would say. And he has experience. He doesn't need to be coached up. And we're going to, people are going to say, yeah, see, he's paying dividends. But those 2 trades represent failure for this team, right? We needed a trade for Alohi Gilman because Malachi Starks isn't the player we need him to be. We drafted him to be. We had to trade for Draymond Jones because we had to trade away Oweh because he wasn't the player that we drafted him to be. These are 2 first-round picks that didn't work out, and we have to go to the streets to get the production that we're looking for from our first-round picks. That's a failure. And if that's what we have to do here, why are we still hoarding picks? Why aren't you using those picks to get surefire starters, stars, and whatnot? Like you just said, Quentin Williams, you don't have to wait to the trade deadline to try and make that happen. You should have been working on that if you were interested in them. Right. Like the Philadelphia Eagles. So there was a rumor out there. I'm not sure how true it is. Kerry from Deep Cover Podcast said he saw the same thing. He was hearing the same thing. But the Eagles were aggressively going after Myles Garrett. That's what the report said. They said they offered the Browns up to 3 first-round picks. The Browns weren't even, and it said the Browns were they started out not interested, and then they said, "Well, let's talk a little bit." And then when talks finally broke down, then they pivoted to Jalen Phillips. Right, which that ain't bad at all either. No. But that's being aggressive. And that started weeks ago. That didn't start yesterday. And we got another super chat from Yolanda. Thank you, Yolanda. Says showing support for amazing content. Thank you both. EDC is #not cooking.
Not cooking.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what. Hey, Yolanda, what do you think about? We call our viewers, right? Our guys, our guys and gals over here, LBHT crew. That's our crew. What do you think about Rogue Nation Rogue Nation. Okay, we gotta find some. So we're gonna call it Yolanda's supporters. What are we gonna call them? We'll work on that.
We'll work on that.
Yeah. I got some things in mind. We're gonna put it out there. All right. D Nice in the house says, "Hello everyone. What's up, D
Hey.
Nice? Thanks for coming through.
Appreciate it.
Dapper Don's salute says, Jose, don't say we. This is it, and this is all on Eric didn't cook. Yes, yeah, I know. That's all him and his organization. Yes, yeah. You're right. You're right. It's we when we win, right? We get the good stuff, okay, because we're fans. The bad stuff is on them. That's them. They did that. Okay. Yes. All right. So we're not gonna this is not going to be long streams because the boy still gotta go to work. Okay. Still gotta go to work. You know, my nephew staying here the extra day. I gotta drop him to school. But there are over 100 people here. Hit that like button if you're new. Hit the subscribe button on both of our channels. I should put the link in the description. I'm gonna put the link to Hendo's channel in the description as well. Rogue Pod, Lunch Break Hot Take. We're doing a live stream tonight over here, 7:45 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be covering Ravens and Panthers. The Panthers didn't make any moves either. Not as big of a deal. I felt like they should have, but they're not trying to compete for a title right now. Right? The Ravens claim they are. I don't feel that this organization really cares about winning Super Bowls. They care about just maintaining a certain level, because if they do that, they get praise, right? Even with not doing anything yesterday, I saw some people out there praising them about the moves that they made, and they did just enough to get the players certain positions. But no, like all they did was replace bad picks. That's it. And then they didn't get the major help that they needed on the O-line. Even who traded for that tackle at the last second? Trevor Penning. I mean, he's
the Chargers.
The Chargers. Right. Even the Chargers will be like, all right, like we need a little extra help here. Trevor Penning, not great, but he was a former first round pick. There's some potential there. Let's kick the tires on him. Didn't cost us a whole lot. We couldn't have done that over here.
Right. And it is crazy because his brother Jim, they're total opposites. Jim goes to organizations and makes them winners. No matter where he goes, they go to title games. Even if they don't win a title, they go to title games. Rashawn Slater went down. He's out for the season. Joe Alt is out for the season. So they figured that they had to do something to protect Justin Herbert. And what did they do? They went out. He may not be the best, but at least they're trying. Us, we look at our guards and say, you know what? They ain't the best, but we're going to stick with them until Lamar gets hurt again. And then what are we going to do?
Yeah. All right. Read a couple comments and we don't get up out of here. Go Man says, I woke up smiling. Salute, Go Man. Appreciate you coming through.
We got another super chat.
And we got another super chat. Okay. JB in the house says, who's got it better than us? Everybody. Sad. It is.
It's truly sad.
Perfect One says, sad thing no one talking about is zone or I think it's Zach.
No, he didn't zone or.
Oh, zone or. Okay, zone or couldn't even scheme up a pass rush if we had TJ Watt and Kyles Garrett on this team. Yeah, listen, Zach Orr's problems stem a lot from head coaching, right? When Mike McDonald was here, Mike McDonald, obviously excellent coach, right? Not taking anything away, but he also had a group of veteran coaches around him. D-line coach, DB coach, linebacker coach. Like these are all like coaches that have been like Zach Orr was a linebacker coach. He's been coaching for like 8 years or so, right? But you had veteran guys that can help those positions get to, in the positions where they need to be on the field that could train them up. Zach Orr takes over and he gets Dean Pease's son, who just now, this is first year coaching.
Right.
As a linebacker coach, right? Like he's getting coaches that never coached before. I've only coached a little bit. And the only person with real experience is Chuck Pagano, who's been out of the league for years, right? As a secondary coach. And of course, the head coach isn't a defensive coach, so he can't provide any guidance. Like when you see other young coordinators around the league do well, typically you see the head coach is a guru in that. Like Sean McVay can take a young offensive coordinator and make them look good because Sean McVay knows offense.
Right.
The defensive coordinator in Detroit right now, he's looking really good. He's looking. Oh, that's the alarm. The defensive coordinator in Detroit is looking really good. Dan Campbell's a defensive coach. Right. So they have mentors there. They have people that can guide them through that. Zach Orr is doing this all by himself.
Facts. And I think more importantly, we all talk about how we lost Mike Macdonald as a defensive coordinator. Like you said, we lost Anthony Weaver to the Dolphins. Before they were hit with a rash of injuries last year, they were one of the top defenses in the league. Denard Wilson was the secondary coach. He went to the Tennessee Titans. At one point in the season when he first started, they were number one across the board. So I think those two losses more than anything hurt this team. But when you have that much inexperience on a defense, you can't bring in a guy who's a first-time D coordinator. At least with Mike Macdonald, they sent him to Michigan, got him a year of defensive coordinator experience, and brought him back. We just took Zach Orr fresh off the boat and said, do your thing. And when he looks to these veteran coaches, what do they know about today's NFL? Dean Pease got fired from being our defensive coordinator. Chuck Pagano left, became a head coach. He's been sitting on the couch for a while. So how can they talk about the modern NFL? Yes, back in their day when you had the linebackers that were thumpers and had to defend against the run game, a different story. The NFL today is a passing league with 3 and 4 wide receiver sets. These guys can't really tell him much of anything. And John Harbaugh, who just stands on the sidelines looking just dumb as hell, like what can he help him with? So Zach Orr is essentially out there in sink or swim mode. And he's thinking, and he, like you said, that zone, he runs a soft zone as a head coach, any head coach. I don't care if you coach offense. A lot of offensive head coaches be like, bro, get out that zone. They're killing us. Do something about it. But Harbaugh is just like, I'm going to let my guys sink or swim because when it comes time to fire somebody, it's you and not me.
We paid a lot of money for that secondary. We need to man up. We need to man up. And Yolanda with another super chat. Appreciate you, Yolanda. Says, hit the like button if you want to see more early morning live streams. Listen to Yolanda. Facts. Over 130 people in here. We're going to end this. We're over the 15-minute mark. We said no later than 15 minutes, but we went a little over because y'all doing things like this. Appreciate this, Ty. Another super chat says, are there any cut players we can get in free agency? None that really gonna make a difference. No, right? I don't see it.
Somebody mentioned Jedrick Wills.
Jedrick Wills.
Yeah, they mentioned him. He's kind of been on the shelf all season. He's recovering from an injury. Don't know if he's fully healthy, but at this point of the season, there are not too many guys that you can bring off the street. We brought in Carl Lawson and hoping that he can make a miraculous Kyle Van Noy jump.
I forgot about Carl Lawson.
Yeah, and do some things, but it's not likely to happen. So what are we doing here?
This team is so unserious, man. Fact. They are so unserious. They like balling on a budget. That's what EDC and Steve Bisciotti and Harbaugh like to do. They like to ball on a budget. They like to get these bargain guys and say, see, you don't have to pay guys a lot of money. You can do it for cheap. It ain't even your money. This is the player. This is coming from the player's pool. Why are you being so cheap? And Yolanda, salute. Another super chat says, have a blessed day, family. See everyone tonight for the LBHT show. Yes, indeed. All right, we're going to end it right there because we are at 18 minutes. These shows, me and Hendo do these morning shows. Sometimes B will join us. I'm gonna bully him into doing it. And we got another super chat from Coach. Appreciate you. Says coffee. Thank you. These shows are meant to be real quick. We're going to go over just headline news. Of course, we'll talk a little Ravens and whatnot, but these are going to be little quick things to get your day started. And the response seems to be positive so far. We hope you enjoyed this. And they're not going to be every day. They are not going to be every day. We're going to work out when we can do these things. But
I'm sorry. I just want to say, Gomez said, what's wrong with budgeting? That's smart business in certain businesses. But when you're not spending your own money, when you have a players pool that's designated that you have to spend a certain amount, that's not smart business, not in football.
Yeah, I mean, what are you budgeting for?
Facts.
Right? If you're budgeting to buy a supercomputer and then you end up with a Surface Pro, right? Then you wasted your time.
100%. And even with the Draymond Jones trade, they saved approximately $2 million for trading Jair Alexander. Draymond Jones is owed $1.5 million for the rest of the season, so they kind of cancel each other out. They weren't getting him for production; they were getting him for price.
Yeah, yeah. This is the whole point of this business is to win Super Bowls,
Right.
right? I mean, yes, the owners want to make money, and they're all making money. Even the losers make money. But if you're supposed to be one of the, if you're considered one of the premier organizations, if you're considered one of those top organizations, you get that by winning Super Bowls. Nothing else. Nothing else. And we're not winning enough. Now, those Eagles, they just won a Super Bowl, and they making moves like they've never been there.
Facts.
And we got another super chat. Y'all really trying to keep us here, man. Because EC mad he couldn't get all pro talent for cheap. Yeah. Oh yeah. That's the other thing too, because Ozzy was a master of that. He was a master of getting like real steals. Right. And look, the league is a different league now, and you have to adjust accordingly. There's way more resources, and this is gonna be a fine thing. There are way more resources for people to pull from, because these aren't all like I talked about before. A lot of these people in the front office, they're not good at their jobs, but they can go to Twitter and find analysts, right? They can pay people that have like subscriptions that can tell you the value of players. They have charts and everything. You got Pro Football Focus. They have all these things to draw on to tell you this is exactly what a person should be going for. So you can't. So even the dumbest ones can't get scammed the way they used to.
Right.
So you have to adjust accordingly. All right, that's it. Hendo, let the people know what you got going on, where they can find you.
You can find me at the Rogue Pod on everywhere on social media. We do Sunday night shows. We live stream the games on Sundays, myself and Yolanda. We do live streams throughout the week. I put out videos, might put out a video today. Who knows? I don't know, but you'll find something. But I've been up all morning because I haven't gone to sleep trying to figure out something to work on. And the one thing that I ask of Ravens fans is open your minds, please, because I'm trying to make different content outside of the normal we see in Ravens content creation. Take a look at it, because I want to do a video on the greatest defense ever, and it ain't the 2000 Ravens.
Oh, okay. All right. And we got another super chat. Y'all really trying to keep us here. It says EDC is a window shopper. 100%.
100%. We tried.
100%.
We almost, but yeah, we got outbid.
Yeah. Hey, thank y'all for coming through this early. This was a lot of fun. Thank you, Hendo, for getting up and
appreciate it,
and doing this live stream with me. All right, look, more to come. All right, stay tuned. Is that intro? I'm gonna take this outro out. All right, we are out of here. Enjoy your day. We'll see you later.
Peace.